You probably heard something about Panasonic, Japan, content creators meeting up, stuff like that. A really huge announcement. Probably many people are expecting a new face detect autofocus system for the S series, the full frame series of Panasonic cameras. It would be great to have a reliable autofocus system for work too. Like for these kind of videos where I just stand in front of the camera and sometimes I go a little bit closer, it's okay. Like, it can do it, but it's not that great. Chances are that it's a new autofocus system, and that would be awesome. I wouldn't hold my breath, but I think that Panasonic most certainly know how important the PDAF, the face detect autofocus system, is for content creators. And if they can snatch a little bit of that market with their sales, I think that Panasonic would be so much better off for the future. So rumor has it that there's a new S5 Mark II coming to the market in Q1 2023. And on top of that, there are rumors that the body is going to cost like $1,000 more or 1,000 euros more than the previous S5 model, which makes it around the same price tag as the A7IV, which in that sense makes me think that maybe we are going to get a face detect autofocus system in the S5 Mark II. It's going to compete with the A7IV in a more direct manner, and I think that if it's true, like if they can pull some features off at the same time as they release the new autofocus system, if they are going to release a new autofocus system, I think that the S5 is going to be a, let's say a clickbait title, but it's going to be a A7IV killer. So a couple of things that I would like to see in the S5 Mark II is obviously a new autofocus system, like a face detect or LiDAR or something like that. And I would like a full-size HDMI instead of the micro HDMI, which tends to break your cables, and the port is really fragile as well. Another thing that's, or maybe the last thing that I would really like to see in the S5 Mark II is 50p in full frame. If they can manage to pull these three things together in a new S5 Mark II, I would be ecstatic. Like, I would sell one of my S5s directly and I would go buy that one. Like, I don't rely on autofocus in my work, but for stuff like this, it's really fun to have. Like walking around and don't care about, like now I constantly need to check the LCD. And even though I do that, it's not entirely sure that I actually can see that I'm in focus. But it does seem like I'm in focus right now. It does seem to work, but although a little bit slow. But check out this forest. This is so amazing. I love these kind of like straight trees, pines, really beautiful trees, just shooting right up in the air, and then you have the light passing through them like this. It's freaking beautiful. Damn. I would like for Panasonic to create some more cinema-style cameras, like release a EVA 2 with the L-mount, so L-mount users can feel like they can go in a certain direction with their career, like they can actually grow into a system. As of right now, if you buy L-mount glass, you can only use that on mirrorless bodies, like small mirrorless cameras. With something like the EF or Sony E, you can actually grow and use your lenses on your bigger cinema cameras when you buy one. And this is a huge deal. I actually made a completely different list for the things that I would like to see in the new S5 Mark II. And I think maybe I should read them for you. My memory is so bad, I won't be able to actually recall this, but just an guesstimation of what the S5 Mark II could be. I think it would have a similar or identical body design to the S5. I think it can have even more megapixels, maybe 33 megapixels, and downsampled from 7K to 4K, something like the A7IV. 25 and 50p and 4K full frame, obviously, and I think that 1080p is still going to be 120p, but maybe we can get audio and maybe we can get a couple of different bitrate options, because the S&Q mode on the S5 actually sucks. Still dual native ISO, maybe it's going to be different than the 640 and 4000 in V-Log, but we'll see about that. Full size Hdmi, a really good one. You should keep notes here, Panasonic. And a new autofocusing system, of course, PDAF or LiDAR. Same batteries as before with the GH6 and the S5. I think that those batteries are really good to stick with, because the battery life or the capacity of the batteries is actually pretty good. Still, dual memory cards. I don't think that they would need something like a CFast or any other type of card. Just stick with the SD cards and let us use like V90s for something like an all-intra codec, which is my next big thing. I think that the S5 Mark II should have something like all-intra option, 400 megabits, something like the GH5 already has, a 5-year-old camera. Give us a little bit higher codecs. So this would be pretty much the perfect hybrid camera for a lot of people if Panasonic actually could make it work. I understand that you can't put every feature into a camera, because no one is going to buy the higher end camera in that case. I don't think I have anything more to add to this conversation, but please let me know down in the comments if you have anything that you'd like me to know, or something that I missed, or anything else regarding the S5 Mark II or the S2H perhaps. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.